Alright, so I've unlocked a lot of different characters since I first played this game a few days ago, because I've been kind of playing it non-stop. You can see that I haven't unlocked all of them. Where's my mouse? There it is. See these 4 in the background I still have to unlock, but I'm going to do a short little video doing almost everybody's, like, all the dates that you do with them. We're going to start with this guy. And he has the worst last name I have ever seen in my life. And it reminds me of my little brother goes to school with this boy named Richard Juice. So his name is basically Dick Juice, and it kind of reminds me of that. Anyway, start business. Yeah. We're not actually gonna do business this time. Sorry. Alright. We're just gonna date. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna do everyone's dates up to the 4th one. I'm not gonna do the 5th one because the 5th one is where it gets not safe for work. And I don't want my channel to be taken down. I don't want to get in any kind of trouble for that. So we're just going to be doing the intro, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th dates. And then if you want to see what the 5th date is like, then you can just get the game yourself. Alright, here we go. Madam, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Antoine Hardmeat. God, that's such a terrible name. He stares at you wide-eyed and stiff. Antoine here won his legal company in a horse race. He's not moving very much. Isn't that interesting? You're not sure what's going on. Alright. Next date. Madam, it's my pleasure to announce the arrival of Antoine Hardmeat. Please change your last name. Hello. Shall I give this another try? He stares adoringly at you. He's so cute. It's a bit creepy. And you, I like that your thing, the way you wear it, that your outfit. I like how it looks on you. He's just nervous. He stands stiff as a board, moving his hands back and forth, unsure of where to put them. I like horses. Try them it is. I mean, I also like the animal, but not like in a weird way, of course. Sorry, I'm not normally like this. I'm just so nervous to meet someone as illustrious as yourself. Oh, thanks. Your maid told me everything about you. In exhaustive detail. With illustrations and puppets. I take pride in being able to combine my hobbies with my job. Everything the puppet said was true and more. His eyes glimmer even harder. Too hard, some might say. I hope you don't judge me too harshly on this first impression. I'll try to do better on the next one, the next first impression. And I promise I won't use as many ellipses. He laughs nervously. Please, you must tell me more about the time you saved the Pope. Did you know if you save the Pope, he has to grant you one wish? You spend the evening while getting a starry-eyed Antoine with your uncanny deeds. Forgive my interruption, madam. We have a visitor. Well, we had a visitor. I found Antoine Hardmeat. God, I fucking hate that name. Outside the front door with the white-knuckled grip on the knocker. He looked like he'd been there for hours. When I came upon him, he was so startled that he nearly collapsed. Since poor boy gets wasn't just thinking of me. Flustered, yes. And pale. Trembling. Slightly sweaty. Arms spaghetti. No, wait, that's not how it goes. Possibly ill. It took 3 cups of tea, the fainting bench, and an hour with an emotional support hedgehog when he finally told me the reason for his visit. Master, Jesus Christ, has invited you for a horse ride in the park this afternoon. I recommend that you agree to go, madam, and it's a polite thing to do, and I'm not sure he'd survive a rejection. Horse! I must admit I quite enjoy making him blush. I'm sure he'll be positively feverish, madam. Regardless, I'm glad you're amendable, especially since I already assured him you'd go. He was hyperventilating so much I thought he might pop. We also expended the emotional support hedgehog, so I volunteered to take its place. Battle Butler escorted to the designated park. St. Ambrose Park is so overflowing with flowers that it can be smelled blocks away despite the harsh fumes of industry and their merry snowfall of soot. It is also quite literally a buzz, and your battle butler swats away several bees as you arrive. At the entrance, Antoine sits upon a fine white steed, his normally nervous hands oddly still on the reins. Oh, it's you, and you're here. I'm not surprised at all, not even a little. No, you certainly seem surprised. Upon having his bluff called, he freezes up and proceeds to sweat profusely. I'm so sorry. Perhaps it's best not to tease the lad. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, small talk. That's plenty. Shall we set off? I didn't bring a horse. Oh, sure. My friend steps off his horse and hands you the reins. No, that's not what I meant. But what will I ride? Oh, no, I thought we could share. It suddenly takes the complexion of a ghost. I'm sorry. This is too much for you. I don't like hurting you. I'm sorry. Madam, you need to be more careful. Madam Butler lifts both of you onto Antoine's horse. Antoine appears to gain some sense while holding the reins, but is now bright red. Off you go, then. Madam Butler slaps the horse on the ass, and you peel off. As you ride through the park, you can see the anxiety slowly melt off Antoine's shoulders. He lets out a heavy sigh. I'm the most comfortable as I ever get when I'm riding. I thought it might be nice to just talk, away from it all. That legal business back at the office. I didn't even want to get into law. Sure, I won my business in a race, but I was just there to race horses. He's like a horse girl, but not. My family was ecstatic about this whole situation, and now I'm expected to tell all these lawyer types how to run the business. It's a lot of pressure. Why not combine your interests? You could have the first Econ law firm. I'm not sure one stomp for yes, two for no will go over well in front of a judge. 3 stumps for objection. Antoine is momentarily distracted by the possibility of horse lawyers. Well, I'm stuck with it now anyway. And I suppose it did lead me to meeting you, so it isn't all bad. Aw. He's so cute. It's nice to have someone to talk with other than... Antoine motions towards the sturdy steed between his thighs. My best friend Custard. His name is Custard. Oh my god. Really, my only friend. Just as Antoine makes his embarrassing confession, your battle butler lets out a yelp. Yelp! A particularly nefarious bumblebee, exacting its revenge for the earlier swatting, flies away from his throne. Battle Butler winces from the sting of allowing his enemy to strike a blow upon him, and also the sting of his arse. Steadfast in his duty to protect you, he instinctively chops at the foe and sends it soaring, directly into the open eye of a nearby mare. She veers back in a panic, her poor rider tossed aside like a bag of potatoes. Apologies, madam. It appears my murderous reflections have once again caused a chaotic chain reaction. That frightened mare is going to trample the gardens or hurt herself, or possibly hurt innocent bystanders. Innocent bystanders, throw yourself in front of that horse. I'll take care of the horse. Yeah, because he's just a horse girl, but not. The wind tousles his golden hair, the sun gleams from his crest in slightly sweaty color. Custard lifts a hoof and tosses his mane. You clutch onto Antoine. You resemble the covers of so many torrid romance novels. Hell yeah. Do what you can, that mare is mine. I'll save the innocent bystanders. You hop off the horse. As Antoine races Custard to catch up with the renegade horse, you turn toward the onlookers. They let up a cheer as its unexpected show. Madam, you've got to get those bystanders out of the way. You haven't paid for this performance. Get out of here or I'll charge you. Assuming that you mean to charge them like a brute, they scatter with an array of delighted screams. You turn to see Antoine majestically leap from Custard's back to the rampaging horse. She rears, but he remains perfectly balanced, lean thighs held firm against her sides. With a tender touch and an unheard whisper, he slows her to a nervous trot and then a steady walk. His expression is gentle. Only a few particularly perfumed flowers fall in the hubbub, and when he returns atop the runaway mare, he smells sweetly of roses. Charming and heroic all at once. Yes, well, he's so cute. This was almost more stimulating than I imagined it would be. In so many ways. You see several onlookers returning, a handful of handsome young men and women in fashionably regal attire. Several of them have favors in hand, letters of courtship, engagement rings, fancy panties, and they're waving towards Antoine. Oh dear, oh no. Somehow they always know where I'm gonna be. Every party, every event, everything. Shall I fight them off? No, I think not. Their families are tough to mine, and perhaps we should just call it a day before they get over here. This was quite a lot of excitement for one day, for one afternoon. I enjoyed it. Yes, and I'd like to do it again sometime. We're talking. Maybe not the bees and the rampaging. You watch as Antoine waves. Can't talk today. You watch as Antoine waves farewell. He seems to unintentionally strike a majestic pose back atop his face with custard. Okay, I don't remember what number date that was. Was that second? Was that third? Let's see, was that third? Ah, no it wasn't. A flurry of knocks hammer the front door. I'll get that. Antoine stumbles in through the door and clings to Battle Butler. Ah, Master... Jesus Christ. Has arrived, madam. Our gentlemen throwing themselves at you instead of me. An accident, madam. I'm sure he meant to throw himself at you through me. I'm so sorry to barge in this way. A whole herd of suitors were stampeding towards me. I was simply making my way here to attempt knocking on your door again when there was a scream. Suddenly all I could hear were cries of, "Marry me, and my mother would love you, and I'll buy you every horse in the country." The last one was tempting. But before I could be buried beneath the bouquets they were throwing, I saw your estate and ran for it. I hope I'm not asking too much for you to, arm the cannons and lay waste to the streets. That's certainly one solution. Madam, we've already suppressed the Homeowners Association intolerant from cannon fire this month. Damn it. I'll fetch some tea to soothe everyone's nerves. I'm lucky you were home. There's not a lot of people I could count on to help me hide. Really only my trusty horse, Custard. The horses aren't very stealthy. Surely you're friends? Haha. Yes, friends. It works out anyway. I was coming here to talk to you. I wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed our afternoon in the park. It was one of the loveliest times I've ever had, bees and all. Yeah, the loveliest part of it was you. Is it possible to faint from flattery? He's so cute. He's just a horse girl. Or a horse boy. You see, I don't really have friends. No, that's so sad. Well, I suppose I do have you. Well, yeah, you do. So that's two then, all told. Battle Butler returned to tea just as the temperature of having been held while someone was eavesdropping. Madam, apropos of nothing. Is that how you say that? Apropos of nothing, and certainly not the conversation we were just having. I meant to inform you of an event this weekend that may be of interest. Her Majesty's first annual Friendship Fair, or FAF. He balances the entire tea service in one hand while unfolding a newspaper notice. People from all over the city will gather to recruit for social clubs to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the Battle of Bitter Blood Bayou. Jesus, that's a lot of bees. Excellent idea, decided Doug. Yeah, let's invite him. I just did. From your butler. Well, yeah. I suppose it's worth a shot, but I'm not in any social clubs, and I couldn't imagine just going up and talking to people. Yeah, that's fair. I don't like doing that much either. But maybe you can start a social club of your own, with our help. What are some things you're interested in, besides horses? I see your point. Perhaps I should broaden my horizons a bit. What sort of club should you start? Maybe something related to animals. Oh, I prefer to keep my clothes on if possible. Naturalist, madam. As for Hardmeat, study flora and fauna. You do not need to be all natural for that. Unless you choose to, of course. I see. Science isn't really my strong suit. I don't really have any strong suits. No! Don't talk about yourself that way. Although I do recall winning a number of floral arrangements tournaments when I was younger. Also, technically, horses are fauna. I like that they're doing the meme. Alright, you've convinced me. We'll set forth as Nature Lovers League. Yourself, Antoine, and Vital Butler are still hard at work as guests begin to arrive at the fair. Many other booths are already in place for the first annual Friendship Fair, including the Conference of Clarinet Critics and the Oak Consumers Organization. Vital Butler straightens the sign that reads Nature Lovers League as you tuck yet another daisy into Antoine's vest, which is now mostly daisies. Both Antoine and Custard wear crowns of roses, and the blanket of lilacs that covered Custard's haunts had smashed with the cape over Antoine's shoulders. Are you sure this is the best way to attract members? I feel a bit like a table centerpiece. Nonsense, you look like the prince on the cover of a smutty romance novel. Oh, well, you're too kind. If that's true, I'm sure most of the charm is Custard. But it's also me. Is it me? Me? Because of you. Yeah! Oh, someone's looking at us. What should I say? Tell her a flower fact. I see that you have a daffodil in your label. Do you know that daffodils, the flower, typically have a yellow coloration? And, the visitor starts to turn and leave. But they have a distinctive song. Yes, the daffodil is known for its haunting melodies that it uses to, call the other daffodils. And together they form a flock of flowers that have been known to rampage the farmers' fields and harass dairy cows. With a roll of her eyes, the visitor turns to leave. Upon her other lap was a patch for the Society of Flower Respecters. I can't do this. The first person to visit our booth, and I panicked. You did just fine. I'm sure she was just a prick. Yes, why? She didn't even greet me. I should give her a piece of my mind about it. In desperation, Antoine and Custard bound towards the visitor. Oh no. For a brief moment, your brain reframes the gallant imagery of this viscid spewing flowers and tears as he beautifully and gracefully tramples the unprepared woman. Oh no! Oh shit! You and Vital Butler rush to the woman's aid as Antoine apologizes profusely. Just as you catch up with him, there's a crash from behind you. The distinctive scent of crushed dreams and flowers catches your attention. You turn to see a gaggle of minor aristocrats stomping your blossoms to your paste. Oh, this is... Take that, Hardmeat. Did you really think anyone cared about your stupid club? I care about our stupid club. Little horsey Hardmeat produces a picture just as useless. They flee into the park and their nasal laughter carries through the fair. Antoine picks up a piece of the sign from your booth, torn to tatters by renegade royals. They've really just smashed everything completely to shit. I'm so sorry. I should have figured this would happen. I used to go to school with those jerks. They had pulled me out by the polio shed for being so unremarkable. You still have me to this day. This is terrible. I'm gonna go obliterate their faces. No, I appreciate it. I think there's been enough excitement for today. Sigh. I should have known better than to try something like this and played on both ends because of my family name. People who don't know me fawn over my status. People who do know me are cruel because I don't meet their expectations. In school, I was never the best at sport or art or academics. I was just sort of there. Many of the other kids picked on me. I'm not sure why. Maybe just because they could. The bullying got so bad I was finally just put into homeschooling. But even there, my older sisters were great at everything, and I still wasn't particularly good at anything. It was isolating. Ah! My poor baby. I got used to not having any friends. Some horses must run alone, I suppose. I appreciate that you both tried, but I should have known that everything I try to do ends in disaster. At least you're a member of the club, and since you forced Battle Butler to join, that makes 3. You can count on us. I just have 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. No, that's not what I meant. When I think about it, this is the most friends I've ever had. I mean, club members of our club. I'm just gonna go before I mess anything else up. And those bullies are still out there. He hurriedly mounts his horse and rides out of the park, leaving the demolished friendship booth behind. That went well, I think. Okay. 4th date. There's a knock at your study door before it creaks open. Madam, if I might have a moment of your time. I'm a little busy making piles of money, then turning on a dozen fans at once to make cash petty. Yes, picking it up over and over again has been great fun. Jesus, please change your last name. Just pay us a visit, madam. Honestly, just Antoine is fine. Antoine, already red-cheeked and adorable with nerves, peeks from the door. Hello again. It's even more fun to feed cash for the fans. The little threads blow everywhere like a snow globe. Antoine and Vital Butler each take a seat on the side of your desk. Antoine and I were just catching up over tea. Oh, I had no idea you two were bonding so well. Yes, it's nice to assist someone who so desperately needs my various skills and muscles. Indeed, Vital Butler's presence just makes me feel safe, like a safety blanket made out of beef and cake. Specifically, we were talking about the events of the friendship fair and how it ended. Horribly. It ended horribly. Those bullies smashed our booth to shit. But I'm a grown man now, and mostly sort of prepared to take care of grown-up life matters. If they keep getting away with this, next thing you know, it'll be my law firm they ruin. God forbid they even think about messing with my horse. Madam, the way you took the friendship fair by the friendship points has inspired me to stand up for myself. And now that I have 2 friends of my own, I think we ought to confront them. Hell yeah! Let's go kick their asses! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah. Eloquently said, madam. As Antoine marches ahead, Vital Butler pulls you aside. He reminds me of a feeble fawn I once trampled during an 80-day foot race around the world. The pathetic cries haunt me to this very day. Finally, perhaps I'll be able to atone. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of a fawn too. Antoine leads you to the clubhouse of his bullies. It's a fine old building with a coat of arms carved in stone above the doorway. On a banner it crosses out the letters B.O.P. Bop. Bullies of Privilege, their secret club. They're having a meeting tonight, so it's the perfect time to stare them all down in the face, eye to eye, man to man, raise our fists and kick their asses. Yeah! Hell yeah! Antoine raps on the door, a glittering shade of sweat on his brow beneath a perfect sweep of golden hair. The door opens. A maid almost as big and beefy as Vital Butler blocks out the light from inside as she stands in the doorway. Password? Yay, bullying? Maid cracks her knuckles. Wrong answer. As she lifts her fist, Vital Butler pushes you and Antoine back out of the way. Stand back, madam, I've got this. He ducks her left hook and dodges her right jab. A flurry of blows follows, each deftly avoided through bobbing and or weaving. Neither of them should be able to move this fast for how bulky they are, but it's impolite to tell someone how to do their job. Vital Butler glances to you as he shields his face with his stalwart arms. Madam, what should we do? Take her out. Very good, madam. Vital Butler squares off with the big strapping maid. The two are evenly matched, both incredibly brilliant and startlingly fast. They meet each other blow for blow, block for block, neither gaining nor losing ground on the other. Antoine looks on in awe at the display of martial prowess, his eyes wide. Suddenly inspired, he leaps on the Vital Butler's back as if he were a horse. That's right, now you have to fight a full, four-armed fighting machine. Gosh, you're awfully strong, Butler. As the two servants separate just long enough to catch their breath, there's suddenly a rumble from inside the Bop headquarters. The maid steps back with a smirk, revealing a wave of bullies running towards you, armed with whoopee cushions and slingshots. Oh no! At your command, madam. Charge! At once, madam. Madam Butler settles Antoine onto his back, taking the role of a mighty steed between his noble thighs. The maid, who definitely does not get paid enough for this shit, steps out of the way as you and Battle Butler barrel forward into the fray. Minor nobles and lesser aristocrats go flying in every direction as you collide with them. From top Battle Butler's back, Antoine swings wild punches this way and that, giving a handful of black eyes to the rowdy chaps who trash the booth. This is exhilarating. Take that, you brute, and that, you old so-and-so. You pants me once and you pants me once and in front of an entire school assembly, but who's the fool now? As the bullies fall one by one, clutching skin knees and black eyes, the rest of the Bop assembly starts to slow. The three of you stand ready to take them all on, but suddenly one of the bullies drops their whoopee cushion. Silence lingered in the air. 100-pound note could fall to the floor, and nobody would move to take it. And just as Antoine looks as if he's on the verge of fainting from the stress of it all, there's a smattering of clapping. Oh! The builds to applause, and with a chuckle, Battle Butler claps Antoine on the shoulder. Superbly done, Antoine. I think our job here is finished. The Bop maid gives you all a wink as you turn to leave. She closes the door to the headquarters, and Antoine lets out a loud laugh into the cool evening air. I can't believe it. It really worked. Antoine turns towards you, arms open, and throws himself into your embrace. Yeah! Squeeze him snugly. Give him a hug. Aww. Perhaps it's the adrenaline speaking, but this feels very nice. You feel very nice. Hell yeah, I do. Antoine's face moves slowly towards yours. Go for it. Antoine kisses you softly, his fingers in your hair. You draw him up against you. The tension of the eating dissipates, and the tender shape of his lips against yours. Politely, Battle Butler clears his throat. With a smile, Antoine steps back to gather himself. He gives the Bop headquarters one last look. A fine place to end the evening, I think. Before I pass out. I'll be in touch soon, very soon. Thank you both again. I couldn't have done it without you, my friends. I think we're a little bit more than friends now. Alright, that's it for him. There is one more date. There is a 5th date. But that's where things get not safe for work, and I don't want to get my channel in trouble for that. So if you want to know about the 5th date, you can just play the game yourself. Alright. And that is where I'm going to end this one. But I'm going to do another one next. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!